Hello and welcome back to the second edition of the eSPL. Now, of course, the Group A action has concluded and Balestier Khalsa and Tampines Rovers are our first two semi-finalists to progress to this year's edition. Now, let's have a look at the table. Now let's have a look once again at the Group A standings. Of course, Balestier, the surprise package of the group with 7 points at top of the table. And of course, following them, 6 points. Tampines Rovers joined them, of course, last year's defending champions of the eSPL. Unfortunately, of course, Albrechts and LCS or Lion City Sailors are both out. But of course, we still have day 2 today with the Group B standings, with still a lot left to play for. Young Lions, Tanjung Pagar United, Gaelang International and Hogan, who will fare and who will be the two teams that will join our first two semi-finalists. Okay. And it's time now for the opening game of Group B between Young Lions and Hogan United. Of course, Young Lions this year have the defending champions within their ranks, also a returning player. Harry Stewart comes back to play for them. We also have Joel Chu on their side, a very exciting team to watch, I'm sure. Hogan United are represented by Lionel Tan as well as Farhan Zulkifli. For now, I'm going to leave you guys to my two matchcasters, Siddiq as well as Muiz. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Ash. Welcome, everybody, to the first match here of the Group B stage of the eSPL 2021. My name is Siddiq, and with me here is Muiz. We're going to kick things off with the matchup between the Young Lions and Hogan United. Let's talk a little bit about the home team for this match. The Young Lions, represented on the virtual pitch by two of their players, two of the centre mids, in fact. Harry Stewart together with Joel Chu. Both of them, of course, experienced on the real-life pitch with a combined total appearances of 36 matches. Their opponents, however, are not inexperienced themselves. Hogan United, represented on the field by Lionel Tan and Farhan Zulkifli. They've played a total combined of 38 SPL matches this season. How did their match in real life happen, Muiz?
So, if you have been following the eSPL, you will know that this will be some sort of a grudge match for Young Lions, especially because twice they were vanquished by Hogan 1-0 away and also 4-1 Hogan home win. So it seems like this is a good opportunity for them to get some measure of revenge against Hogan, the Young Lions.
Well, let's see if they are able to do that on the virtual pitch. I think both the players are ready here for both teams, Young Lions and Hogan United. Let's head over to the virtual Jalan Besar Stadium for match 1 of Group B. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jalan Besar Stadium. We might not be playing at the real stadium, but this is, of course, the virtual pitch here. All the players, all the jerseys have in fact been custom made for the eSPL themselves. You see there the home team, Young Lions, in the resplendent red and white attire. Their opponent, Hogan United, will be playing in the blue attire here. Massive turnout, virtually at least, here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Let's take a look at the teams and the lineups for both of these two teams here while we wait for the kickoff. Young Lions will play in a 4-3-3 formation. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary in terms of the starting lineup. We do have Jacob Mahler there in the centre-back position with both Joel Chu and Harris Stewart in the lineup.
As for Hogan, we see here that danger man right up top there, Tomoyuki Doi. As from last year and in on real life, he is the biggest danger man. He is the top scorer of the eSPL. Definitely someone that the Young Lions have to watch out for.
4-3-3 against 4-3-3 formation as well for both of these two teams. Kicking things off, of course, are the Young Lions playing from left to right in the red and white attire against Hogan United, represented by Lionel Tan and Farhan Zulkifli. You can see the player cams there at the bottom of your screen. They are, of course, playing live right here in the studio. And kicking things off again, as we mentioned, remember, Young Lions in the red, they have possession of the ball. Long off the ball forward by the goalkeeper. Intercepted, however, by Hogan, and they threw the ball straight back to the Young Lions, who tries to cut through the middle. Of course, the pitch being wet at the moment, that will cause a little bit of a slower build-up to the gameplay. Weather, of course, does play a factor in this game. Looking for lofted 2-ball forward, Ilhan Fandi. He only has Lionel Tan, the defender, ahead of him. Will get a cross in, the driven cross, the shot off the post. 1-0 to the Young Lions.
Fantastic work there, especially down the right by the Young Lions, creating that chance, sending the ball in. Nice square pass. Here we see it again, taking it down the line. Looks up, well aware that his man is inside, lays it across. Simplest of touches back into the goal there. 1-0 it stands to Young Lions, and I think this was a very well crafted goal here. Slots it past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper didn't even move. He was totally wrong-footed there. Great goal, Young Lions, by Kyrene Nadim on the 14th minute.
The young winger for Young Lions opening the score sheet for this match in the 15th minute of the game. Can Hogan United, represented by Lionel Tan and Farhan Zulkifli, forge a comeback here? Shawi Ishak on the ball, however, poor pass there, well intercepted by Harris Stewart, who is of course actually playing the game itself together with Joel Chu, as you can see at the bottom left of your screen there. An early goal from the Young Lions to kick things off here, kick things off in the proceedings of Group B. Joel Chu to Karin Nabil. Is that a foul? Referee says play on. Great tackle that is by Hougang United as they try to build up a counter-attack.
So far so good it seems for the Young Lions, but right now this might be an opportunity for Hougang to come back, but as we have seen so far, it may only be the early stages. It's not even half an hour on the clock, but right now it seems like it's all going the way of the Young Lions. They have the majority, the lion's share, so to speak, of the possession, and they have been using it quite well.
Great passing and interplay by the Young Lions now. Joel Chu with acres of space on that left flank. Goes for a fake cross. The cross coming in. The header there. I believe that was Irhan Fandi. Goes well wide, but he was offside anyway. Again, early attacks by Young Lions. They are definitely knocking on the door of Hougang United.
And both of them seem to be coming down the wing. So if I was Hougang, I'd definitely take note of that. And their left and right back definitely have to work harder, especially if they give the ball away in dangerous positions like this. Hougang runs the ball out for a throw into the Young Lions.
Young Lions definitely putting on the pressure there. High field press by the boys in red and white. Harris Stewart now on that left channel. Will be laying off to his left back. Goes for a cross himself. Aiming for the target man, and 2-0. 2-0 it is to the Young Lions. I believe that was Ilhan Fandi. Yes, it is. Getting his name on the score sheet there. Now the Young Lions have increased their tally to 2-0 against Hougang United.
Young Ilhan Fandi there, doing his dad proud. We all know from way back when Fandi Ahmad used to do that same thing. He would climb, he would hang in the air, and he would plant his header past the goalkeeper. And his son does exactly the same. What a tantalizing cross this was. Cut back on his favorite foot there to the left. Sends it in. What a hanging header there, right to the top corner. Goalkeeper, despairing dive, couldn't quite get there. 2-0 to the Young Lions, well deserved indeed.
Halfway through the first half right now, and the Lions have a healthy lead here. Hougang United just struggling with the possession at the moment here. I saw a statistic earlier on that Young Lions had 66% of the possession. Hougang United just struggle to get things on their feet right now. They do win a free kick taken quickly by Hougang United. Nazrul Nazari now on the right flank to Shawar Anwar, finds himself hounded by the defender, but the pass is awkward from the Young Lions defender. Here comes Farhan Zulkifli on the left flank, gets tackled there by Hami Shahin. Well done by the Young Lions. Rampaging forward now. What a through ball to Ian Fandi. He is onside. Last ditch tackle there. Will there be a card shown by the referee? Just a telling off right now here. But coming into the end of the first half, it seems that Young Lions will go to the tunnel with a massive advantage here for them.
Honestly, looking back at this, I can't believe that there was no card. That seemed all man and no ball. He just swiped him off his feet, scythed him down. But there's this free kick to await.
Or direct free kick taken, unfortunately, inaccurately by Hami Shahin, as that goes safely into the stands. But still, they do have an early advantage. Remember the first half, 2-0, and that is a real good performance by the Young Lions duo here, Harris Stewart and Joel Chu.
So far, so good. Everything seems to be going the way of the Young Lions right now. Possession, the scoreline, the most important statistics as we see here. 2-0 on the scoreboard, 60% possession. That's exactly why. Not only that, they have taken 2 shots on target and they've buried both of them. Absolutely clinical by the Young Lions here. Can Hougang come back? in the second round. They do kick us off from left to right.
That's unfortunate kickoff proceedings there from Hogan United as they decided to just give away possession with the first phase of the second half here. Young Lions on the ball. Harris Stewart controlling himself on the virtual pitch there, and that's a great cross-field pass there, looking for Daniel go on that right flank. Can Daniel get the cross in on his right foot? The cross coming in, the target man is there, 3-0 to the Young Lions. The Young Lions mauling the Tigers of Hougang United. Kyrie Nadim is getting 2 goals on the score sheet now.
The wing play from the Young Lions once again paying dividends there. Absolutely soaring through the air, planting the header into that top corner again. Harris Stewart and Joel Chu were here for the first iteration of the eSPL, and the experience definitely shows. Absolutely brutal now, 3-0. Not giving an inch there. Kyrie Nadim with the third goal for the Young Lions, given away early there by Hogan.
Kyrie Nadim really putting in the effort on the virtual field, not only scoring the goals but making the early interception when Hougang United had the ball. Now Ami Shahin trying to get away from hotshot Tomoyuki Doi, manages to get past the striker there. Joe Chu with a first time layoff forward, well intercepted by Hougang United. Just as I say that, they can't hold the ball longer than about a few seconds, it seems, as Shahul Sazali goes on a rampaging run, the shot from distance outside the box. Not able to keep it down. It seems that Hougang are just struggling to keep possession at the moment here, Moise.
Hougang is being pinned back in their own third right now. Everything that they try to do doesn't get them out. Playing it short like this is definitely dangerous, especially when they've not been able to keep possession for long so far, but somehow they've made it. I think they're finally going to make it past the halfway line. Yeah, they do.
Shahul Ishak on the ball. Now the cross field. Ball there, early cross, looking for Tomoyuki Doi, well cut out by the captain of the the Young Lions, Jacob Mahler. There is a card, unfortunately for Hougang United. When it rains, it pours for Hougang here. That was a late challenge by them on Jacob Mahler, and unfortunately I have to say that was a deserved card by Nazu Nazari there.
That was what we used to call a forwards challenge right there. Absolutely terribly timed there. Sliding all over the wet, slippery pitch. Only getting the man, none of the ball. Did manage to stop the attack, I guess.
Well, yeah, the Young Lions were... one thing I have to mention regarding the Young Lions, their counter-attack here, or at least on a virtual pitch, lightning fast. They have the ball right now. Back to Hami Shai, who's playing like a playmaker at the moment. What a beautiful through ball there. Perfectly weighted to Daniel Go. The cross coming into the channel of uncertainty in that box, but nobody on the receiving end. Hougang manages to at least live for another moment and not conceding the fourth goal.
It's a bit ironic that I think the clearest chance there was the one that they didn't actually score from. There was acres of space to create something, but unfortunately only managed to scuff across the ball. But here they are again in the attack. Dominant is definitely the word to describe this performance by the Young Lions so far.
Hami Shahin is being quite a maestro in midfield for the Young Lions here. Unfortunately, he was hounded by 2 Hougang defenders. Jacob Mahler trying to clear it, and unfortunately the ball bounces off Ryan Stewart here. Does manages to play the ball out of defense, Ryan Stewart. Forward to Daniel Go on that right flank. Sees Ilhan Fandi playing the channels here as he might go for a cross, looking for Kyrie Nadim with the acrobatics, trying to get the hat trick. But I don't think that's the manner he wants to score. But well, then again, he has 2 goals to his name. And if that went in, what a way to get your first hat trick in the game.
Kyrie Nadim there, and the Young Lions clearly not short of confidence. What a way we have been to punctuate a hat trick with that scissor kick, overhead kick. This is an opportunity here. This could be the 4th goal if they don't miss these opportunities. Of all the opportunities to miss, that was the one that you have bet your mortgage on them scoring.
Izwan Mahmoud finally able to get one save here when that seemed to be the moment to score, but unfortunately the Young Lions not able to extend the scoreline to 4 goals to nil. They have a corner kick at least, taken a long punch away by Iswan Mabut. Shawaz Azali collects it outside the box with a long range shot, bounces off the defender out for another corner kick to the Young Lions. So coming into the end of the match here, I would say that the match is done and dusted. It's just a matter of the scoreline at the moment. Young Lions wants to make it 4-0, but of course in the group stage, Hougang United will want to make sure they keep out as many goals as possible. The header comes in. Young Lions getting closer and closer to the target, but still no fourth goal.
So far, the aerial prowess of the Young Lions has truly punished this Hougang side. The thing for me is Tomoyuki Doi is so deadly in the previous iteration of the eSPL. This time draws a blank because he does not have quite the support he had the previous season. And he does draw a blank here. I think that this is a card for... Oh, it's Harris Stewart himself who gets himself carded.
And Harris Stewart was applauding himself there. He knew that that was something he had to do to make sure he keeps his clean sheet intact. Well, you are in the 92nd minute already, and you want to make sure the clean sheet is intact. What's a yellow card?
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, so tactical foul, I would say, there by Harris Stewart, and maybe, no, almost getting another yellow card with that sort of challenge. But can they keep the clean sheet intact? Tomoyuki Doi outside the box. Oh, that is brought back by the referee for a free kick. Not on Tomoyuki Doi. It seems
all
to
handbags
be
right now. Teams are unhappy with each other. Not exactly sure why. Oh, I can see why. Clipped him on the ankle. How has the referee not booked him there? That is absurd. The free kick well deserved, but that should at least be a yellow card.
Are we about to see a showstopper by Fabian Kwok of Hougang United? He has scored long-distance goals, of course, so this could be just up his alley. But can Lionel Tan or Fan Zulkifli bury that into the back of the net? Is accurate at least, does test the keeper a little too easily for Ridwan Fikri, the goalkeeper for the Young Lions. And the clean sheet is intact. Young Lions win the first match of Group B of the eSPL 2021 3-0 against Hougang United.
I may be mistaken, but I think that the Hougang United free kick was actually the first shot on target. And it came in the 90 plus 4 minutes. It's way into injury time right there. Right here we see a few highlights. Fantastic work by Ilham Fandi to set up Karim Nadim. Ilham Fandi and Karim Nadim, that combination for this match, absolutely deadly. Both of them on the score sheet, both of them I think had assists as well. These two will be a force to reckon with in Group B.
And the second goal here, of course, scored by Ilhan Fandi. A cross coming in from Harris Stewart. Ilhan Fandi getting the better of his marker there to get the second goal for the Young Lions. It seems that headed goal seems to be the name of the game here for the Young Lions. And, well, they have been very prolific in front of goals. Later on, we will see there Karim Nadim scoring his third game, and his third goal of the game, rather. And again, another cross, another header into the back of the net.
Yeah, that aerial prowess is definitely showing. They can really send in that cross. Those crosses are fantastic, right to the far post. If you notice, both of them were to the far post and then buried across to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. No man's land there. He couldn't even see, didn't even jump, basically. He knows that it's gone past him even before he attempts to save it.
Again, a dominant performance all round by the Young Lions. 3-0, and in fact, there were a few chances to extend the scoreline to 4 or even more goals from the Young Lions. Unfortunately, they were not able to get that into the net. But still, a 3-0 victory for the Young Lions over Hougang United is a great start to a Group B of the eSPL 2021. Let's see what the other teams in Group B will be able to do. But first, we'll go back to our host. Take it away, Ash.
An easy 3 points for the Young Lions there, but can Gaelang International catch up? Well, they're represented this year by Azri and Furkan, and if you remember last year, they were quite the threat. So let's take it away, guys. It's now Gaelang International versus Young Lions, and it's back to you guys.
Thank you, Ash. No rest for the victorious Young Lions, though, as they come up in their second back-to-back match here against Geylang International. We've already seen Joel Chu and Harris Stewart there dismantling Hogan 3-0. Can they do the same to the Geylang Eagles? Geylang will be represented by Azri Iswaili and also Furkan Rauf. Both of them very young central midfielders, both 19, I believe. Let's see if this pair can go up against this already victorious Young Lions team and take something out of this game.
Well, the Young Lions did show quite a bit of panache in the first game, completely controlling the game there, beating Hogan United 3-0. Let's see if Gaelang International will be able to give a better challenge to the Young Lions. And I think the players are ready, so let's go right over to our Tampines Hub. Oh.
There's snow in Singapore this time in the Singapore Premier League at the home of Geylang International. Geylang International taking on the Young Lions. Geylang International in the green and white, and the Young Lions, as we've already seen them in the previous game, in the red and white. These might be unconventional, interesting weather conditions for Singapore, but I don't doubt for a second that this will be an absolutely fantastic cracker of a match. Once again, reminding you, in green is Gaelang and in red will be the Young Lions. Let's take a look at the Gaelang International lineups. There's Matthias Moraes there at the tip of the spear, if you will. Barry Maguire will be pulling the strings in midfield.
Going over to the Young Lions lineup here, I don't think there's many changes in the lineup in their matchup against Hogan United. Still playing with the same 4-3-3. We did see Karim Nadim coming in from the left wing there, scoring 2 goals against Hogan United. Ilhan Fandi getting 1 as well. Will they be able to get themselves on the score sheet again, or will it be a shutout by Geylang International?
Kicking us off from left to right are the Geylang International Eagles here. Abdul Khan. To the captain, Yuki Ichigawa. Harith Kanadi, the left back there, marauding down the side. Chris Van Huysen, their free kick and set piece specialist. But it seems like it could be going the way of the visitors right now. First opportunity here. What a dribble there by the Young Lions. Ilham Fandi, cool as ice, almost as cool as the weather. He slots it past the goalkeeper for the first goal of the day. Just 5 minutes on the clock, and Young Lions are already 1-0 up.
5 minutes and already a goal on the score sheet there for Ilhan Fandi. The ball from the midfield was pitch perfect there. Look at that, perfectly weighted to Ilhan Fandi waiting on the wings, but still there has to be a job to be done. Skips past the captain Yuki Ichikawa of Geylang International, buries the ball into the back of the net via the near post. So that's an excellent goal scored by Ilhan Fandi, making it his second goal for this season of the eSPL so far.
Ilhan Fandi has 2 so far. Karim Nadim is also on 2. What is also on 2 is the possibility right now of number of wins for the Young Lions. They are ahead against Geylang right now. It's still early days though, but right now they somehow recovered the ball again. Very quick, very tenacious, high pressing game here by the Young Lions. We saw it against Hogan. We're seeing it again here against Geylang International. There was a foul called there against the Young Lion, I believe. Let's see what happened here. Barry Maguire there got kicked on the shin.
Joel Chu, you can see him on the bottom right of your screen right now, of course, shaking his head. He doesn't believe it's a foul, although that came about 5 seconds too late at that tackle. But still, an opportunity for Geylang International. What a through ball attempt, offside, however, by Geylang International. At least there is some semblance of attack by these 2 teammates, Furkan Rauf and Aziz Wahaili of Geylang. So, hey, maybe we might see the clean sheet of the Young Lions finally being broached by Geylang.
It's definitely a possibility that Geylang might get themselves a goal, but they also have to watch their rear guard action, because right now, here goes rampaging down the wings, as they are wont to do, are the Young Lions again. Right now, ball through is fantastic. The connection just could not get there. There would have been an absolute peach of a goal. Just a chip through pass there. measured perfectly. The volley, however, was just scuffed. But right now, Gaelang trying to find a way through. Harith Kanadi sends a searching ball to Chris Van Huysen. Chris Van Huysen gets muscled out of the ball. It is a throw-in though. Back to Harith Kanadi. Matai Moresh. Oh, crunching tackle there. Gets up immediately, goes again on the attack. Chris Van Huysen, what a pass through! Oh, that was an opportunity on the left foot there for Barry Maguire. He skies it high. Always tell yourself whenever you have an opportunity like that, do not lean back, and that's exactly what he did. Lean back, sends it right up to row Z.
The passing play of Geylang International was absolutely fantastic there. 84% passing completion rating for Geylang International. They may be a goal down, but they're showing that there are no pushovers here on the virtual stage. Just really unfortunate that Bear Maguire, of all people, would have skied that shot. It wasn't really under heavy pressure from the defenders, and one would have expected him to be able to score that goal there, but still, maybe chances might be rude when the game is over, but still, of course, there are plenty of opportunities. We're still early in the match, only 30 minutes or so have elapsed in the game. There's still plenty of time for Geylang International to mount a comeback.
Comeback as that may be, right now, the ones in the lead are finding opportunities to double it. Header once again. But it's an irony that the wings play of young Lions, who don't have wings, is much better than that of the Gaelang Eagles. But right now, the wings are the outlets in which the young Lions are using to devastating effect. So far, they've scored almost all their goals from out wide, I think. In fact, all their goals have come from out wide. Centrally has not been much of a threat, but right now, the most important statistic on the board is that they have managed to put one past the Gaelang goalkeeper. Gaelang, though, not giving up the goals. Still early days, still in the first half, I remind you. They're pushing forward. Takes a snapshot there. Dry smiled by Forhan and Azri there. I think they know they wasted a good chance there by taking the shot from way outside the box. But as they say, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. Cross here coming in. Chris Van Huysen on that left foot. He is the set piece specialist. Sends a nice ball in. Could not get a Gaelang head to it. Gaelang retrieves it with Abdul Kaim. Abdul Kaim sends a long searching ball, trying to find Chris Van Huysen on that left side again. Right now, ball with Young Lions, sending it across. It's to Harris Stewart. Harris couldn't get onto the ball. Ilhan Fandi's 6-minute early goal separates the Young Lions and Geylang International. 1-0 to Young Lions so far.
Now, other than a goal by Ilhan Fandi, I must say that it has been a pretty equal matchup here. Geylang International, in fact, coming up tops in terms of possession. They're 54% compared to Young Lions, 46%. The number of shots taken also equal. Of course, Geylang International, unfortunately, not being clinical enough in front of goal. They have had clear-cut chances to break that duck egg there in the scoreboard. But again, at least they're showing that they have what it takes to at least match up with the Young Lions. Now the question is, can they get themselves on the score sheet in the second half?
Opportunity here to do just that. But again, that final pass is the wasted one, as always. Sending the ball back into the possession of the Young Lions. Just as I say that, the Young Lions do exactly the same thing. Gifting ball away. This could be an opportunity. Amy Reka here sends a searching ball. Can he find it? Oh! That was... he just reacted a little bit too quickly. Should have taken the time. Should have taken a second touch to set himself up there. Unfortunately, that is a wasted opportunity for Gaelang International. Ilhan Fandi dancing on the ball, finds Daniel Go on the overlap. Daniel Go, Joel Chu there climbing, could not get his head to the ball. Harris Stewart, does he take a pot shot from here? He doesn't. Again, he moves out to the left, to the right wing. The wing is where they want this ball to be. This is an opportunity. That is a terrible tackle there. This has to be a card. No? No card? Unbelievable. He just took out completely the goalkeeper. Knee-high challenge there and not even a card. That is bizarre.
As unbelievable as snow falling in Singapore at the moment here in our Tampines hub. That was a horrendous tackle. Not sure why no cards were given out by the referee. Ilhan Fandi must be breathing a sigh of relief there, but the Young Lions still definitely need to shore up their defenses because Geylang International is hyping up themselves for another shot, another attempt on goal, but still they're just missing that final ball there. The shot has been going everywhere except goalwards, unfortunately, for Geylang International.
It's just that final killer ball, as you just mentioned, that is missing from their arsenal. 70 minutes on the clock so far. The most important stat, as I mentioned, is still the same. It is 1-0 to the Young Lions. The Young Lions, if they hold on, will take their second victory and pretty much confirm themselves as qualifiers into the semi-finals. But right now, it could all still change right here with this attack from Gaelang, crowded out by the red defense there, that red tide of Young Lions. Ball still back with Geylang International. Another opportunity here. Geylang on the right side. Tries to jink past his man, doesn't get there. Well defended so far by the Young Lions. Can this be a counter-attack? Remember, it is not ball. Sloppy passing so far, I would say. What either team needs to do is just calm down, be a little bit more methodical, think it through, and find that last killer pass, that true pass. They need to thread the eye of the needle, but unfortunately so far nothing's happening.
The time is running out for Geylang International. They've been playing good football in terms of the build-up of the attack, but again, what they're lacking is the finishing when they get on inside the penalty box there. They do have a few chances, but again, all the chances go skyward, if not directly into the hands of the goalkeeper. Let's see if the Young Lions can extend the lead to 2-0. They at least win a corner kick here late in the second half.
Could it be that the Young Lions' offensive style is becoming a little bit too predictable? Their opponents seem to know what's happening right now, defending very, very well against the strikers and the attacking force of the Young Lions. This needs to go long. There's not much time. Gaelang International, that was a bad pass. There was a man free on the right side, running down the wing. Unfortunately, he was not picked up. And that is that. Ilhan Fandi's 6-minute goal proves to be the winner for Young Lions against Geylang International. Great fight there by Geylang International. They really gave it their all. I would say that this match was a lot closer than the first one, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely agree. Yeah, this is a far closer match compared to the first match in Group B between Young Lions and Hogan United, which ended in a 3-0 win for Young Lions. They can only manage one goal courtesy of Ilhan Fandi in the 6th minute. This was a beautifully crafted goal. The inch-perfect pass perfectly weighted there onto the path of Ilhan Fandi, who's been playing the channels for the Young Lions. And still, he had the composure to jink past the captain and the star defender of Geylang International here for the first goal. And, well, that's all that mattered for the Young Lions.
That goal is pretty reminiscent of a goal quite some time back by Mohamed Salah, I think. He jinked past the whole defense and on his left foot, he slotted it in. I think that was the carbon copy of that Mohamed Salah goal. And fantastic work under pressure there by Ilhan Fandi. Really kept his head cool and he put it past the goalkeeper, and rightfully that deserves to be the winning goal. So great performance there from the Young Lions. They made it 2 from 2, vanquishing both the Cheetahs from Hogan and also the Eagles from Geylang International. Can they make it 3 for 3? We'll have to see when the next match comes up, but for now, it's time for us to take a break.
Another 3 points for the Young Lions in what was a cagey game against Geylang International. I'm sure Gaelang will come back, so be assured of that, guys. But for now, we're moving on to the next game, Hogan versus, of course, Tanjung Pagar United. Of course, Tanjung Pagar are represented today by Rushaidi as well as Prakash. I'm looking forward to seeing what weather is it going to be. Is it going to be snowing, guys? Let's hear from our casters.
Thank you, Ash. Welcome back, everybody. Group B, third match here. We're going to take a look at Hogan United versus Tanjung Pagar United. The Cheetahs up against the Jaguars here. Hogan United, this is the second match. The first match didn't really go to plan for them, losing 3-0 to the Young Lions. So maybe this could be prime grounds for them to launch a comeback in proceedings for Group B. They are up against Tanjung Pagar United, of course, consisting of Muhammad Rushaidi and Prakash Raj, both of them 23-year-olds, stalwarts of the Jaguar lineup, and we might even see them in the lineup for today's match.
Yeah, most definitely. If I was playing the game, I would definitely put myself in the starting lineup. Well, it is the battle of the big cats, the Cheetahs versus the Jaguars. In real life, it hasn't gone the way of Tanjung Pagar. The two matchups, losing 1-4 in the away corresponding fixture to Tanjung Pagar here, to Hogan. And at home, they eked out a 3-all draw. So it seems like right now, in real life at least, Hogan has the advantage. But everything else being the same, on the virtual field, anything can happen.
Well, I think the players are ready, so let's kick it away. Remember, it is Hogan United playing as home team, hosting Tanjung Pagar United, who will be playing in the away team. Let's head over to the stadium where we see the players lining up for the match. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hogan Stadium, the home of the Cheetahs. Hogan United playing against Tanjung Pagar United. Hogan, of course, in their resplendent orange and black kit, playing against Tanjung Pagar in the blue and white kit there. Let's take a look at the starting lineups of both of these two teams. Well, of course, talking about the players themselves, the real-life players who are controlling the on-pitch action. For Hogan United, we have Lionel Tan and Farhan Zulkifli. On the other hand, for Tanjung Pagar, Muhammad Rushaidi together with Prakash Raj. Hogan United, of course, playing 4-1-4-1 with Tomoyuki Doi up front there for Hogan. Not yet scoring a goal for the eSPL. We might see him here in this match.
Yeah, most definitely that is the danger man for Hogan. For Tanjung Pagar, do we have them in the starting lineup? Yes, we see Rushaidi there, but Prakash has decided not to put himself in the starting lineup. Maybe he'll bring himself on later on, but this, again, I mentioned the battle of the big cats. Here we are, kicking off in Hogan Stadium. From left to right is Hogan.
Clear sunny skies for the Cheetahs' second match of the eSPL group stage. Hogan playing from left to right in the orange and black. Tanjung Pagar United playing from right to left in the white and blue kit. Farhan Zulkifli on the left side finds his pass blocked, but that's a great tackle there by Shafiq Ghani. Going back to Farhan Zulkifli, who's making an overlapping run on the left flank. Unfortunately, the cross goes real wayward there, out for a goal kick.
That was the first sniff of an opportunity, similar to what the Young Lions have been doing to great effect so far. Going down that wing, trying to eke out a cross, but unfortunately the cross was, as you mentioned, extremely wayward and just fizzled out there. But here is an opportunity for the other team here. It is Tanjung Pagar on the attack.
Tanjung Pagar building up on the right flank with Faiz Abdul Hamid, the captain of Tanjung Pagar United. Shaidi now controlling himself. You can see him on the webcams there at the bottom right of your screen. These are the actual players from both the teams here, both Hogan and Tanjung Pagar United, controlling themselves and the teammates on the virtual pitch. Tanjung Pagar United winning themselves a free kick from distance here. Let's see what Rushaidi and Prakash decides to do from this range. It is Luis Jr. who's stepping over the ball, laying it left to Shakir Hamza. Can he get the cross in? There's 3 targets inside the box. The cross coming in! Oh, jumping high there. It's the Tanjung Pagar United player, but unfortunately for them, just no goals totally out-jumping the defenders there. Unfortunately, just wayward on the wrong side of the post.
Fantastically worked the free kick routine there, and really Naufa on that back post should have done a lot better. He had an absolutely clear side of goal, but unfortunately just wide right of that of the upright there. Unfortunate for him. Really should have done better. I would have bet money on him finishing there. Goalkeeper was rooted to the ground, could not attack. Right now, it is Tanjung Pagar again down this right side with Naufal.
Naufal Ilham again coming inside the box, a cross coming in, well defended by Hogan United, out for a corner kick now. Tanjung Pagar United has had a fair share, the lion's share rather, of the possession. They have the corner kick now taken, of course, by none other by Shoda Nishikawa. The cross coming in, fires Abdul Hamid! Lines up the shot, getting closer and closer to the goal, but still nothing on the scoreline. Still 0-0 for both of these big cats here on the field.
I mean, credit where credit is due. That was on his weaker foot as far as Abdul Hamid, but he kind of swiped at it and it went high, wide and not quite so handsome. But it was an opportunity nonetheless, and Tanjung Pagar have been pressing well.
Hogan building up the play from the back, playing the ball out of defense there. Lainatan, he's controlling himself. You see him at the bottom left there, controlling the ball well, holding the ball, but still no verticality from Hogan as they're being pinned back further and further by the high press of Tanjung Pagar United. Fan Zulkifli on the ball, manages to get it to his captain Fabian Kwok. Amir Zalani now for Hogan United, finally getting a pass into the opposition half. Here comes Tomoyuki Doi. Can he score the first goal of the eSPL? Great tackle there by Delwinder Singh. Shoda Ishikawa showing some silky moves on the left flank. Of course, the electric Japanese playmaker for Tanjung Pagar United as they launch a counter-attack down the channel. Naufal Ilham. Back to Anaki Ismit. Here comes Yushadi himself. Back to Naufal Ilham. The cross coming in. Great defensive play there from Hogan United. Unfortunately, the build-up play is not having the same quality as the defense. Here comes Muhammad Roshadi on the ball. Forced to go back to his captain, Faiz Abdul Hamid. Switches play all the way to the left flank. Shoda Nishikawa can't get past the defender, but in fact, that was deemed to be a dangerous foul there by Hogan United, and a yellow card in fact for that player.
That tackle there was definitely late, taking out his man. One thing I must say about both teams is that they've really moved the ball around really well. Both these teams are quite confident in just stroking the ball around. Just as I say that, that pass though was not very good and goes out for a goal kick.
Coming into the end of the first half here in the 43rd minute of this match between Hogan and Tanjung Pagar United. Still scoreless, although it has to be said that Tanjung Pagar came the closer of the two teams to scoring a goal. Luis Jr. trying to tee it back, playing a wall pass with his teammate. Again, a good cut out there by Hogan United, who are, I have to admit, defending pretty well against Tanjung Pagar United, but they have to breathe a sigh of relief as two huge chances get squandered by the Jaguars of Tanjung Pagar.
Both these teams are doing well with the position in midfield. I reiterate that again. But right now what is happening is that they're trying to force the matter a little bit too much when it comes to that final pass. Whenever it gets right up to the strikers, that's when the attacks go dead, because they are not picking out the right passes. They're passing it through the feet. Maybe they need to pass it through space and let their strikers run, especially the dangerous Tomoyuki Doi.
Second half has begun here at Hougang Stadium, and Tanjung Pagar United on the back foot here. Cross coming in for Hougang. Well cleared, only as far as Shafiq Ghani as he recovers the ball back. Fabian Kwok lays it forward to Shafiq. Fan Zulkifli having space on the left, lays it off to Kishan instead of going for the cross. Unfortunately, that did not meet the intended target as Muhammad Rushaidi tries to shepherd the ball out, but instead getting hounded out here by Kishan Philip. The cross coming in. The clearance only as far as Tomoyuki Doi, who stay inside the box. Another cross coming in. Blocked and out for a corner kick for Hougang United. Here comes Maksud Jakibaliev taking the corner kick for Hougang. Long to the other side here. Unfortunately for Kishan Philip, is unable to get his header on target and out for a goal kick.
So far, the attacking intent is there, but the attacking, or rather, should I say, the finishing has not been of the highest quality so far. Both teams have had their chances, well, maybe half chances to give them the proper terms. But right now, it seems like it could be anyone's game. The first goal, I think, will decide this, if there are to be any.
Tomoyuki Doi, they're playing as somewhat like a target man for Hogan United at the moment. Great tackle by Idraki Adnan. He has acres of space in front of it. The cross coming in. Tomoyuki Doi, the header! Buries it into the back of the net. 1-0 for Hogan United. And finally, the goal scorer of the season, Tomoyuki Doi, manages to open his account in the eSPL. 1-0 Hogan United.
With a hitman of that caliber, he just does not miss from there. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, he'll just take it, top corner header there. Tomoyuki Doi, one of the easiest goals he ever scored. One-on-one against the goalkeeper, on rushing, perfectly weighted ball, didn't break stride, meets it with his head. 1-0 in the 64th minute, Tomoyuki Doi puts the Cheetahs ahead.
Great turn of events here for Hogan United. They did lose the first match 3-0 to the Young Lions, and they were pinned back by Tanjung Pagar United in the first half. But in the end, they were the ones who managed to get themselves first on the score sheet there, 1-0. And as, like you said, Moise, it was a very easy goal for Tomoyuki Doi. He wasn't even marked by any of the defenders by Tanjung Pagar United. And for a striker of his caliber to be in such, space inside the 6-yard box there was only one outcome possible. The question now remains, however, can Tanjung Pagar United get the equalizer and get their names on the score sheet? They are trying, of course. Unfortunately, the pass was cut out there. Tanjung Pagar on the ball right now with Raihan Rahman back to Muhammad Rushaidi. Luis Jr. finds himself, just outside the box, goes for a long-range finesse shot. However, that goes sailing well over the bar.
Speculative effort there by Luis Jr. Saw half a chance, just tried to take it on his left foot. Trying to catch the goalkeeper unawares maybe, but not quite on target there. Still stays the same. Tomoyuki Doi's goal is the difference. There's still time here for Tanjung Pagar. Not much, I must say, moving into the last 20 minutes.
Coming into the 75th minute of the match, Hogan has a lead, slim as it is, but a lead nonetheless, 1-0, courtesy of that goal by Tomoyuki Doi. They are on the attack yet again here. That pass too easily cut out by Tanjung Pagar United. Here comes Luis Jr. Can he lay it off to Shodan Nishikawa, who's on his left foot? Shodan Nishikawa with the shot. Great save there by Iswan Mabo, the goalkeeper of Hogan United, out for a corner kick. That is a huge chance for Tanjung Pagar United to get the equalizer off, and Shodan Nishikawa will surely be ruining that opportunity there. That was a huge chance for the Japanese to get his name on the score sheet.
The Hogan custodian there, showing why he earns the money, keeping his team ahead there, putting his body on the line, brave, fearless, and effective.
Faiz Abdul Hamid now on the ball for Tanjung Pagar United. The cross coming in a dangerous territory there. Great cross by the captain of Tanjung Pagar United, and still they hold the ball. Anaki Isbit, can he get a shot in? Well tackled Amir Zalani, and he actually does something like a Cruyff turn inside the 6-yard box there. Coolly done by the defender of Hogan United. Lionel Tan now brings the ball out of defense for Hogan United. There's only a couple more minutes of in-game time remaining. Shodan Nishikawa with the counter launch here. Great interception by him. This should be the last chance for Tanjung Pagar United to get on the score sheet. Nazu Nazari gets the ball inside. Is he going to lay off to Shodan Nishikawa? The cross coming in. Now Faleham not able to direct his header onto the goal. What a chance there, what an opportunity that is by Tanjung Pagar United to equalize at the end. Unfortunately for them, for all the chances they had near the end of the match, they are not able to convert into a goal. Hogan United holds on for the victory there. Tomoyuki Doi, as often as he does in real life, manages to get the win for the Cheetahs. 1-0 in their favor. This means that they now still have a chance of qualifying out of Group B into the knockout stages.
Yeah, the team of the year plays there. You see why it's deserved for Tomoyuki Doi. 19 goals in real life. 1 goal in this game, and that was enough to put the Cheetahs over the Jaguars. The Jaguars, there was a late flurry of action in front of the Hogan goal, but just could not get it past the lines. Right now, it is we can see some of the action that's being done here. To be honest, this game was a bit touchy, not much in the way of real action or goal-mouth action, but Tomoyuki Doi really here showing his class, making that late run behind the defender, and the easiest of headers there, just guides it into the top corner, doesn't need really to power it so much, just sends it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 here to Hogan. Fantastic goal.
Well, after that goal by Tomoyuki Doi, we had an onslaught of attacks by Tanjong Pagar United. Luis Jr. here in the 73rd minute taking a long-range shot, but then opportunities came in a flurry, and they came hot and fast here, especially this attempt here by Shoda Nishikawa. Unfortunately, the angles was too tight for the Japanese hitman to score against Izwan Mabu to make himself large there. In terms of statistics, I think that it is actually a fairly even match, but all that matters in the end is, of course, the win by Hogan United. 1-0 to them. They get the first 3 points on the board.
Yeah, it's just a show of exactly how important it is to be deadly with your chances. 1 shot on target and 1 goal. They had 2 opportunities, and that was enough for them to win them the match.
Well, there we have it for the match between Hogan United and Tanjong Pagar United. Hogan United gets their first 3 points on the board. Tanjong Pagar United will have another chance, of course. They will stay on for the next match up against the Young Lions, which will be happening in just a few moments' time. But before that, let's go back to our host. Take it away, Ash.
And that was a great 3 points from Hogan United. They definitely needed that 3 points. And we're now off to the 4th game of the eSPL Group B between Young Lions and Tanjong Pagar. And Tanjong Pagar definitely need to try and win this one. So let's see how they do. It's back to our casters.
Once again, thank you, Ash. It is now a matchup that couldn't be more contrasting. It is between Young Lions and Tanjong Pagar United. One team has maximum points so far. One team has not been able to get any points on the board. Will it be going the way of Tanjong Pagar and them getting the first 3 points? Or will Young Lions run riot in this Group B and take all the points on offer? Siddiq, what do you think?
Well, the Young Lions going into the final match of the group stage here. They are sitting pretty at the top of the table at Group B there. 6 points out of a total possible of 6 as well, with 4 goals scored, 2 clean sheets in a row for them. They are looking really dominant in Group B. Of course, Tanjong Pagar has only played 1 match so far, which was against the loss against Hogan United, 1-0. We saw just a few moments early on. But if there's any match for them to show that they are the real deal, Tanjong Pagar United, it will be against this match against Young Lions, who are, of course, so far have been dominant in Group B.
Yeah, just my only worry when it comes to this match, I would say, is that Young Lions could their attacking formation, could their attacking tactics be already found out? Because right now it seems quite obvious what they're going to do. They're going to take the ball into midfield, spread it out wide to either wing, and then cross it back in. Do you think Tanjung Pagar have any way of dealing with that?
Well, they do have good players, good fullbacks for Tanjung Pagar United, and they will definitely need to be on form in order to keep out 2 goals scorer, that Khairul Nadim, who is playing on that left wing, who already has 2 goals to his name. Not only himself, but of course Ilhan Fandi playing at the number 9 position for the Young Lions. He's also scored 2 goals there for the Young Lions. So it seems that the number 1 priority for Tanjung Pagar United will be to shut out both of these 2 players.
Most definitely, those 2 players have been the most dangerous so far with 2 goals each, I believe. And again, just to remind, if the Tanjung Pagar United players are listening, you definitely have to stop them getting into the air. Because once they're in the air, they're very deadly.
Yep, indeed, and I think both the players or both teams of players seem to be ready here. So let's go back into the virtual pitch of Jalan Besar Stadium for the match between Young Lions and Tanjung Pagar United.
We're back here on the virtual football field, Jalan Besar Stadium. Fantastic weather here, clear skies for this matchup. Again, this is a matchup of 2 big cats, one of them being very young, namely the Young Lions versus the Jaguars. Who will come out on top right now? This is the home ground of the Young Lions. Fans there waving the flags of the Young Lions, but they're also joined by fans from Tanjung Pagar United. Let's have a quick look at the lineup right here. Ilhan Fandi and Khairul Nadim so far. Number 17 and number 19 have been the star men so far with 2 goals each. Right now, we see the Tanjung Pagar United lineups. Louis Jr. and Rio Nishiguchi, both of them definitely very capable in putting the ball into the back of the net. But so far, this team, having played 1 match, has drawn a blank, both in terms of points and in terms of goals. Can they get something from this match? It's going to be an uphill climb for the Jaguars against the Young Lions, who are kicking us off from left to right.
Seems like the Young Lions will be sticking to their tried and tested formations, 4-3-3 for them here. Meanwhile, Tanjung Pagar United, it's the first time we're seeing a 5 at the back formation there. It goes for Tanjung Pagar United 5-3-2. Let's see, having 5 defenders at the back, will they be able to keep out both Khairul Nadim as well as Ilhan Fandi? Oh, but this could be an early opportunity, and it's a goal for the Young Lions. Massive mix-up at the back of the pitch there for Tanjung Pagar. Ilhan Fandi says thank you very much and bears it as the first goal, again, early goal for Young Lions, 1-0 to them.
For the second time in 2 matches, it is Ilhan Fandi who scores on the 6th minute. But this kind of goal is not the kind of goal you want to concede, because this was incredibly unfortunate here. You see the ball going down the right side, the cross was a desperate one, but the header from the defender took it away from his goalkeeper, laying it onto the feet of Ilhan Fandi. That is 1-0 right now. Kicking off now is Tanjung Pagar. The wounded Jaguars definitely need to try something to get back into the game. So early on, they're already at a deficit with the goalkeeper, there's Zafran. Now for Ilham now on this left side. Mujahidi playing as himself there, sends the ball to Delwinder Singh.
It seems that Tanjung Pagar United playing with 5 at the back, if anything, it seems to be causing more confusion than anything else. Another cross coming in. Again, it is Ilhan getting his head on the ball there, out jumping his marker. Great movement inside the penalty box there by Ilhan Fandi. Just unfortunate that he's not able to convert that into a goal. That could have been game, set and match, and we've only played 12 minutes of the match so far.
Exactly, the heading prowess is definitely on show once again. The climbing past his defender, but unfortunately not getting it on target. Rio Nishiguchi is a real danger here. Sends the ball in, tries to find his strike partner there, Louis Jr., but nothing doing right now. Back with the Young Lions. Ryan Stewart there. Zamani Zamri on this right side. Was that a foul or did the ball go out? Referee is jogging over.
Seems to be a foul.
Calling a foul there. Zamani Zamri, did he get clipped? Oh, he just got taken out there. His legs from under him. Definitely says no, that the defender, but no matter what he says, it's still being given right now. Swung in here by Hamish. That is a foul from a young lion on a Jaguar. Oh no, it's offside. So clearly offside. Meters offside. It wasn't even close. No VAR needed for that one. It's quite obvious that he was in an offside position.
Yeah, we can see the players, both Harry Stewart and Joel Chew, they're playing for a young alliance there at the bottom left of your screen. It's pretty evident one of them was controlling that runner, and well, they did not quite time that free kick routine to the best of their abilities. But again, another long pass forward by the young Lions. That seems to be the nature of their game plan here. Get the ball to the three central midfielders for the young Lions and try to spray a long lofted pass over the top of the defenders. It's been working well for them so far in the group stages, and maybe they can even get the third win of the group stage for maximum 9 points out of 9 possible for Group B.
Right now, the young Lions, just as I mentioned, the commentators, because I open my mouth and they give the ball away here, but still battling away. Ball gets out to the right side. Was a foul call on a young lion there. Let's see exactly what happened.
Very suspicious refereeing being displayed right here in this game. 50-50 challenges gets stopped rather amusingly to the direction opposite of what we were thinking. Early on, we did see that clash on the right flank of the young Lions going their way, and this time Tanjong Pagar United has one suspicious decision going their way. Let's see if they are able to make anything of this phase of attack.
Lots of possession here for Tanjong Pagar United. Again, strikes again, ball given away. Can he find an opportunity through? That one looks like a foul, but it's not given. Tanjong Pagar retrieves possession. Building up here with Prakash Raj, playing as himself, I think. Now foul, loses out the ball. Shahrukh Shazali now, running down, marauding down this left side. Sends in Kairin Nadim, the score of 2 goals already so far. Good defense there by Tanjong Pagar. It seems like we're trickling into the added time of the first half. Young Lions, thanks to that fortunate goal, somewhat fortunate goal from Ilham Fandi, are still 1-0 up. Corner kick now, being swung in. Hami Shahin sends it in. Can a header meet it? No. Ball out to Shazrul Sazali. Corner, I believe. Yes, referee points to the corner. Second bite at the cherry here for Hami Shahin. Nice ball in to the far post. That has been working for them so far. Can this be a quick counter? Not enough time. Referee blows for the halftime whistle.
Still 1-0 here for the young Lions, courtesy of that early goal by Ilhan Fandi in the 6th minute. A huge miscommunication there at the back for Tanjong Pagar United that led to that goal there. But looking at the statistics, 0 shots for Tanjong Pagar United. I don't think they've even barely got the ball into their final third. They're struggling to feed their 2 strikers up front, Luis Jr. and Rio Nishiguchi there. Playing now with a 5-2-3 formation. Might not be suitable for them, as we see right now here. Tanjong Pagar United will be switching up formations. 5 at the back didn't really work that well for them. Not enough verticality to move the ball up front into the dangerous positions. They're going to revert back to 4 at the back formations. Of course, in real life, Tanjong Pagar does play with a 4-4-2. Some might consider a 4-4-1-1 formation, but on the virtual pitch at least, they are going with a pretty attacking 4-1-2-3 formation. Let's see if this will be able to break down the young Lions, who so far in 2.5 matches in Group B have kept clean sheets intact. Will Tanjong Pagar be able to score the first goal against the young Lions?
Those are the changes in terms of formations and tactics, but there are also some personnel changes there. I think Kairin Nadim is coming off, and I believe it will be Glenn Quay who's coming on for him. Abdul Razak takes the place on the right side of Zamani. we will see some changes in terms of personnel, not so much in terms of system for the Young Lions, but Tanjong Pagar United still tweaking that formation, trying to nudge people in the right direction. Maybe this might pay dividends in the second half. We'll just have to wait and see exactly how they end up lining up.
A very unorthodox formation set there by Tanjong Pagar United. Definitely asymmetrical in the positioning. It seems that they will want to get Rio Nishiguchi isolated at the left flank and hope that the Young Lions defenders will be attracted to that right side of the Tanjong Pagar United midfield, where there are so many more white and blue bodies there. Let's take a look as we go into the second half and see whether Tanjong Pagar's chopping and changing will prove to be beneficial in this match against the Young Lions.
This might be it, an opportunity.
Wow.
What a square ball there. Maybe all that tweaking, those little fine adjustments have really paid off. Luis Jr. there fantastically smacks it into the back of the net. It is only 6 minutes in on either side. 6 minutes was the goal for the Young Lions. 6 minutes into the second half was Tanjong Pagar. Might have been a little bit of a mix-up here. The defenders got in the way of each other, tried to dribble out his way out of defense, but got dispossessed. Should be very, very angry with themselves, I think. Nobody ever defends like that, and if you do, I'm sure your coach will be very annoyed with you.
Incredibly hard and high pressing there by Tanjong Pagar United. Khairul Amri had the ball just outside the box, but he lost the ball, but he didn't give up. He immediately tried to chase the ball back for his team, managing to dispossess the defender and laying it off to Luis Jr. Might even be another goal here! And it is! What a comeback this is by Tanjong Pagar United! All the chopping and changing that they have done in the halftime has now paid dividends, and we're barely 10 minutes into the second half.
I would like to call attention to that cross. What a peach of a cross there, right to the feet of the on-rushing striker. Again, it is the best thing to see in football when an attacker doesn't even have to break stride to hit the ball. Sweet as a nut there. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the replay right now, but trust me guys, if you had seen it the first time round, fantastic cross, and he really connected beautifully. Sends the ball in. Tanjong Pagar United now 2-1 to the good against the Young Lions.
I believe that was Rio Nishiguchi, who was playing at that left wing position. I did mention at halftime they seem to want to make sure he's isolated on that left so that all the defenders will be sucked in on the right side of the midfield, and it seems to be working well. Rio Nishiguchi given so much space to run. The cross was a peach of a pass there, but the finish by Anaki Ismet straight onto the roof of the net. Fantastic second goal. However, can the Young Lions equalize with this free kick just outside the box?
Hamid Shahin there. Oh, he tries a trick play. Did not come off there. Ball given away. Oh, manages to be retrieved by the midfield of Young Lions. Well defended here by Tanjong Pagar. They have their tails up, so to speak. They know, they smell blood. They know that this is in the reckoning for them. They can make it further.
Goodness.
What a move here by Rio Nishiguchi. Of all the times you would have expected an impact from Rio Nishiguchi, that would have been it. I thought he was clear on goal, and he was also on favourite to score from here. But right now, after the chopping and changing, a little bit of tweaks, Rio Nishiguchi has just gone absolutely wild in this second half. He has been, everything has been flowing through him. I remember him from the first eSPL. He was a name that you constantly heard over and over again, and this time it proves to be true again. Rio Nishiguchi in this second half, absolutely stupendous.
Khairul Amri as well, really playing the strings for Tanjong Pagar United, who in the first half barely had a sniff of the ball, but here in the second half, electric brand of football being played there by Muhammad Roshaidi and Prakash Raj, as you see at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there. They are the ones that's controlling Tanjong Pagar United themselves and their teammates on the virtual pitch, of course. And this has been a fantastic turn of events there for the Jaguars. However, the Young Lions have shown their mettle in the past couple of matches here, so one can't write them off at the moment here for the Young Lions. They still have the goods, of course, but they need to show up that defense and get possession back into their feet.
One thing they definitely need to do is they need to stop that man, Rio Nishiguchi, trying to power his way through the whole defense. Oh, this might prove costly for them, the quick counter-attack. Well defended, running back there, the defense of the Jaguars. Oh, that was a hospital ball and a half there. What was he trying to do, playing it across the goal like that? Just putting himself into danger. They need to stop panicking. They need to take a deep breath and collect themselves, because right now they are just making mistake after mistake. Thankfully and luckily for them, it has not been capitalized by the Young Lions. Pushing ahead again, Young Lions there. Ryan Stewart cutting the danger out. Sends it to Abdul Razak. Ami Shahin there, the free kick specialist. Raihan Rahman controls the ball. All they have to do is just hold up for a couple of minutes. Can they extend it?
Oh, Khairul Amri.
Khairul Amri squares it. That was the wrong choice. I think should have taken a snapshot, try and bury it under goalkeeper. It's +5 right now. Shows only +3 on the official clock. Referee should blow at any time right now. Another shot, forcing a save from the goalkeeper, but finally the referee calls time to this match. Fantastic comeback from the Jaguars of Tanjung Pagar United against Young Lions, who had taken an early lead in the 6th minute. But Rio Nishiguchi, although he does not get himself on the score sheet, that man was the provider for both of the goals. Here we see Ilhan Fandi. The mess up between the defenders. Ilham Fandi just gratefully tucks it in at the back post. Unmarked, goalkeeper left in no man's land by his own defender. Early on, it seemed to be all Young Lions. This cross was the show of tenacity right there. Never gave up, just wanted to get the ball across, and good that he did, because Ilham Fandi benefits from it. Khairul Nadim, another danger man here. Just sends his header over the bar. He's already scored 2 headers, if I'm not mistaken. Khairul Nadim there. Dangerous in the air, and they know it, Young Lions. They definitely tried to find him in the air, but did not work out. Lewis Jr. here, benefiting from a bit of bad defending, I would say. Trying to dribble his way out of trouble. Lewis Jr. there, in front of goal, just puts it in lethally with his left foot. He didn't have a second look at it. Rio Nishiguchi here, what a peach of an assist. Look at this cross. You won't see a better cross in most matches, I would say. Rio Nishiguchi, Anaki Ismit was making that run. Look at how he doesn't even have to break stride for him to hit it sweet as a nut there past the goalkeeper. Fantastic work and the comeback from Tanjung Pagar.
And the chances just kept piling on here for Tanjung Pagar United. They were 2-1 up at this stage, but still they were piling on the pressure. Rio Nishiguchi, Raihan Rahman at the end of the match there as well, with a shot that was destined to the top corner there. But that was a fantastic save by the goalkeeper of the Young Lions, Ridwan Fikri, to make sure he doesn't concede more than 2 goals there. But what a turn of events that is, especially in the second half. Tanjung Pagar United, of course, being controlled by their own players, Muhammad Rushaidi and Prakash Raj. They took the time, they certainly took the time during halftime to make the changes in the gameplay there, in the formations. They switched from a back 5 to a back 4 and piled on the pressure, kept the pressure on the Young Lions, and that resulted in a great win for Tanjung Pagar United. The first loss for the Young Lions, but well, they have 6 points in the bag due to the wins previously against Geylang International as well as Hogan United. So I'm pretty sure they are still definitely in the running to qualify to the knockout stages. But that was great performance, especially in the second half by Tanjung Pagar United.
I guess it throws a spanner in the works of Young Lions' hope of just confidently saying that they're through to the semi-finals. It still could swing any which way right now, I believe, mathematically. But I must say that the comeback from Tanjung Pagar that was absolutely fantastic. And you're right, they took the time. It just shows great tactical awareness there. They realized that it wasn't working and why it wasn't working, I would say. And as you mentioned throughout the game, Siddiq, they're trying to get Nishiguchi, the danger man, just to be isolated and have some little bit of space on that left side. They found him twice. He sent in 2 times, and I think they benefited twice from it. And that was the difference. Right there shows you, people watching at home, that being tactically aware, sometimes a little bit of tweaking just makes a whole lot of difference.
Well, let's see if Hogan United and Geylang International will be able to do the same here. Of course, their next match will be against each other just in a few moments' time. But for now, we'll bring it back to our host. Take it away, Ash.
Now, what a comeback that was from Tanjung Pagar, and very exciting matchup so far, of course. Still very much a lot to play for. I think Gaelang, they still want to see whether they can get their 3 points, and they might just stand a chance given how, we've seen things play out today. And they're going to be facing off against Hogan United. It's back to our casters.
Thank you very much, Ash. We're coming to match number 5 here of the Group B matches in the eSPL 2021. We're going to go into Hogan United versus Geylang International. Hogan United at the moment in 3rd place of Group B with 3 points in the bag, but unfortunately plays below Tanjung Pagar United due to a goal difference. Hogan United so far lost to Young Lions 0-3 in the first match. Following that, they beat Tanjung Pagar United 1-0. This will be the final match for Hogan United to stand any chance of qualifying into the knockout stages. In their path, of course, Geylang International, who's only played 1 match so far, and that is a loss to the Young Lions. That match ending up 1-0 to the good for the Young Lions. So Geylang International, at the moment, unfortunately for them, last place in the group, but they still have 2 matches in hand. So as we saw early on in the match between Tanjung Pagar United and the Young Lions, truly anything can happen here in the eSPL.
And indeed, Gaelang International has a lot to play for. If they were to take both points against Hogan in this match and in the next match against Tanjung Pagar United, it will be Gaelang actually who will be joining the Young Lions in that semi-finals. So Gaelang here can make a major difference to the outcome and the outlook of this group at the end. So without further ado, I think both teams should be ready right now. We should get into the next match. Hogan United at home versus Gaelang International.
Sunny skies here at Hogan Stadium as we go to the home ground of Hogan United as they host Gaelang International, who so far in their solitary game have not gotten any points on the scoreboard. In Group B, Gaelang International, Hogan does have 3 points on the board as we mentioned early on, but they absolutely will need to win this if they want to have the best shot at qualifying to the semi-final stages.
If they don't win this, let's just say that if Gaelang International doesn't win this, they can still play spoilers though for whichever team comes next, which will be Tanjung Pagar United. If they do beat Tanjung Pagar United, they basically seal Hogan's path into the semi-finals. So like I said, Gaelang International is in fact the most pivotal team right now in this group. They can make things happen. This is the lineup for Gaelang International. As you see, basically not much of a change. Furhan Rauf there in the middle of midfield playing as himself. This must be a trip for him having to do that.
Well, on a tactical standpoint there, I think Hogan United players must have seen the Tanjung Pagar match earlier on against the Lions because they are playing in an incredibly attacking formation. 4-2-4 being deployed here by Hogan United's players, Lionel Tan and Farhan Zulkifli here. They are of course playing in the blue attire, playing from left to right, Hogan United. Meanwhile, the opposition, Gaelang United, represented on the field there by Azri Suhaili and Furkan Rauf. both of them 19-year-old youth players for Geylang. They will be playing as their own home team, of course, from right to left in the green and white. And talking about Furkan Rauf, there's a great tackle by him, launching a counter-attack. In fact, down the middle, here comes Christopher Van Huysen. One-on-one the goalkeeper, the defender coming back. Oh, unfortunately, there's a horribly miscued shot there by Chris Van Huysen. Normally, he would have done a lot better than that. That was a beautiful chance for them to open up the score sheet there. Unfortunately for them, still 0-0.
I think Chris Van Huysen there snapped a little bit at the opportunity. Could have taken his time actually. I think he had a little bit more time than he quite realized. But because of his scuffed shot there, it is still 0-0 in this game. Hogan versus Gaelang, but first blood in terms of opportunities there to Gaelang.
Back to the goalkeeper, Wayne Chew for Geylang United. Seems like Geylang does seem to have a good hold on things here, at least in the opening salvos of the match. Just of course, as I say that, Hogan United managing to take the possession of the ball away from the Eagles. Here comes Shawal Anwar for Hogan United in the blue. Gilberto is not able to get on the ball. Emireka will spring the counter-attack for the Eagles in green. Mateus Moraes, unfortunately, just passing the ball directly into the path of the Hogan play. In fact, it's a really scrappy midfield battle between both of these two teams. Chris Van Huysen can't see much of the shot, but what a beautiful through ball. That is Barry Maguire! Again for the second match in a row. Excellent positioning for Barry Maguire and the run for him. Christopher Van Huysen perfectly placed long ball up the field. Unfortunately for Gaelang, still no goals to their name.
Furkan Rauf there and Azri Suhaili should be disappointed. Two clear-cut chances that they failed to put away. It is something that they might end up ruining here. This is an opportunity for the opposition.
Luckily for Geylang International, the cross there from the left was really awkward and wayward. Here's the second bite of the cherry for Fahad Zulkifli. What a challenge that is by Ilhan No, the right back, as he launches one down that right flank, looking for Amy Reka, who gets the better of Lionel Tan. But Lionel Tan in the end has the body strength and the finesse to get the ball, dispossess the ball away from Amy Reka. Hogan United in the blue, on the ball. Kishan Philip to Tomoyuki Doi. Oh, that's a cynical challenge there. Nowhere near the ball, but the advantage being given, advantage being played on. Unfortunately, that advantage was scuffed by Hogan United. They still have the ball, however, with Nazir Nazari trying to go back into the middle. Gilberto Fortunato for Hogan gets bodied away by Barry Maguire, who launches a beautiful ball forward to Amy Reka. Nobody inside the box. Had to pass back to Furkan Rauf outside the box there. Mateus, will he be able to pass it forward? Amy Reka, Furkan Rauf! Great shot, great save, and second bite at the cherry. Amy Reka, the number 7 for Geylang International, scores their first goal in the eSPL. 1-0 to Geylang International.
Izwan Mahbub there, I believe, was the goalkeeper in the Hogan net. Must be beside himself with absolute anger there, because what a save he pulled off here to deny the first shot. But no one followed up. The defenders had just fallen asleep. How could they not close down Amy Reka here? It was the easiest of goals for him. The angle, I must say, was very tight, but well placed into the back of the net here. But I think this goes down as a defender's fault, because the defenders most definitely should have been more aware to the danger that Amy Reka posed at the back post.
You know, I think it has to be said that Geylang International's build-up of play cannot be faulted, even in the first game that they had early on against the Young Lions. What they needed to fix was the finishing aspect to the game. The build-up is actually really, really good to see. There's no problems whatsoever in the build-up of the attack. They just needed help on the final kick to get the ball into the back of the net. Luckily for them, Amy Reka was in a prime position to do just that when presented with an open goal mouth there. 1-0 to Geylang International, getting the second half started. The Eagles in the green and white, playing from left to right. Here comes Barry Maguire, back to Umar Akbar now for Geylang International. Mateus Moraes finds his pass blocked too easily. Gilberto Fortunato, unfortunately the through ball by him being intercepted by Harith there. Playing a 1-2 with his captain, Harith Kanadi now. Umar Akbar, back to Harith Kanadi yet again, who's marauding on the left field there, the left back here. Here comes Harith Kanadi, who gets into a bundle, but play goes on. Umar Akbar back to Chris Van Huysen. Harith Kanadi, Mateus Moraes outside the box, and again getting dispossessed for the upteenth time in the match there, the striker for Geylang United. Here comes Hogan. Can they do anything from this counter attack on the right flank? Vishawal Anwar, can he get a cross in? The build up is decent. Again, the final ball into the threatening positions is not there for Hogan. Geylang International, Mateus Moraes shows a clean set of heels to the defender, but nobody inside the box to get ahead of that. Some twinkle-toe dribbling there by the Brazilian, but unfortunately for him, too many defenders in his path. And Gilberto Fortunato shows that he can do the same when he has the ball in his feet as well. Hogan going forward with Shadwal Anwar. Gilberto Fortunato now. Hogan still building up the ball. This time on the left flank for Hanzu Kifli. Checks the ball back. Not able to get past Ilhan No, who has been a rock in defense for Geylang International. And Kaishu Yamazaki will be able to bring the ball out of danger for Geylang International.
So far, so good for Gaelang. They have that lead. They are attacking with intent. They are also showing good rearguard action here so far, trying to dispel the attacks from the Cheetahs. But the Cheetahs have also in here. Almost goes in there. Might have needed a little bit more luck there. Shawal taking the shot. Might have spun into goal off the shins of a defender here. Nice back heel to set it up. It's actually off the calf of a defender. Goes spinning out wide for a corner kick there. Hougang not giving up so far. They may be trailing, but right now Hougang is in the ascendancy. They are pushing hard for an equalizer.
Kaishu Yamazaki now for Hougang United. The corner kick coming in. Only as far as Fanzu Kifli, who winds up for a shot from outside the box. Nazru Nazari brings a cross back in, just on the wrong side of the post yet again is Gilberto Fortunato, the 34-year-old forward for Hougang United. Again, not getting his direction right there. Managing to outjump the defender, but directing the ball onto the wrong side of the post.
Defender doing well there just to put off the veteran striker there. But I think someone of his ability level and also of his experience should definitely have done a lot better. Maybe he'll have a second crack at it. Well cut out there by Ishiguchi.
Now Gaelang International, oh, that's a cynical challenge by Hougang. In fact, the referee given a free kick there in favor of Geylang International. So far, Yuki Ichikawa, the captain of Geylang International, commanding his backline well there for Geylang, still keeping that clean sheet intact. In the 84th minute here, we might be looking at Geylang International's first win in the eSPL 2021. Amy Reka, the goal scorer. Can he turn provider? Ilhan, no, the cross coming in. Blocked out by Hougang United. Who will get there first? It's Kishan Philip for Hougang United. This surely will be the last attacking phase here for Hougang. Can they get an equalizer from this move here? Tomoyuki Doi. Not enough time. I'm not even sure if there was any other time there given by the referee. But in the end, it's Geylang International with the win here, recording their first win of eSPL 2021, courtesy of that goal by Amy Reka, the right winger for Geylang, scoring the only goal in this match. And Geylang gets the first 3 points on the board for them in this win over Hougang United.
It really should have been a more comfortable win there for Gaelang. The shots and the opportunities that they had should have been dispatched much more clinically. In the end, they managed to do just enough with that Amy Reka goal. As we see here, Amy Reka set it up. There was a snapshot and he was there to benefit. Ultimately, at the end, Iswa Mabut, like I said, would probably be apoplectic with his defense right now. His defense should definitely have done better. Look at how two defenders were on Amy Reka and neither of them endeavored to move to block him. Could have so easily been the other way, though. There are opportunities for Hogan here, but ultimately I think it was pretty much a deserved, if somewhat fortuitous, win for Gaelang. Should have been by a wider margin, should have at least been 3 in my opinion.
As it stands here, Geylang International will have leapfrogged over Hogan United in Group B to take over that 3rd place. We do have one more match remaining in Group B, ladies and gentlemen. It is the matchup between Tanjung Pagar United against Geylang International, and I believe it is safe to say that whoever wins this upcoming match will qualify to the knockout stages of the eSPL 2021. So you definitely do not want to miss that. That will be happening, of course, just a few moments time. Until then, let's go back to our host, Ash.
And it's now time for Tanjung Pagar take on Gaelang International in what I would say is a very, very important game. Our casters are really excited and so am I. Remember, whoever wins this game will go into the semi-finals and I'm very excited to see who joins Young Lions. Let's go.
Thanks, Ash. As she just mentioned that this is the deciding match. Geylang International, in the previous game, they made their mark. Right now, whoever wins this matchup between Tanjung Pagar United and Geylang International will join the other 3 teams that have already qualified in the semi-finals. So let's move on into this match. Without further ado, Tanjung Pagar United taking on the Eagles of Geylang International. Winner takes all. Who will join the Young Lions as the Group B representatives in the semi-finals? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Queenstown Active SG Stadium, home of Tanjung Pagar United. If Tanjung Pagar win this, they're through. If Gaelang International win this, they are through. It's that simple. Winner takes all. Eagles versus Jaguars. Which apex predator will come out on top? It is anyone's guess right now. It is all in the hands of the 4 players right now, holding the controllers. The lineup there, 4-3-3 for Tanjung Pagar. Rio Nishiguchi played such a critical part in the previous game. Will he step up to the mark again for Tanjung Pagar United? Their opponents today is Gaelang International. Similarly, it's another 4-3-3 there. Amy Reka was the difference maker in the previous match, capitalizing on some good fortune to slot in a 1-0 win. Kicking off here is going to be the Jaguars of Tanjung Pagar United in the red and white strip. Facing them will be the Eagles of Geylang International in the green and white. Kicking off from left to right here, Tanjung Pagar with the first attack, moving up high here, trying to move the ball quickly. Karu Amri here on this right side. Karu Amri takes the first shot. Karu Amri hits the stanchion there, right at the corner. That was almost the first goal right there. What a goal it would have been.
Wow, you know, the saying actually goes, you know, if you don't buy a ticket, you'll never win the lottery. But that was like 1,000 to 1 odds of that going in. But he came so close there, Karu Amri. He was, of course, so influential in the previous match there for Tanjung Pagar when they beat the Young Lions, who goes to one. And again, Khairul Amri with the cross in, headed into the goal by Luis Jr., who scores his second goal of the eSPL 2021. Seems that Tanjung Pagar United really wants to qualify to the semi-final stages of the eSPL.
Right now, that good work there, Tanjung Pagar United moving up in the standings with this goal. They're putting themselves in prime position to join the Young Lions as the Group B representatives. Once again, it is a well-worked cross there from the side. What a cross here, and what a climb from the striker, beating two defenders in his way. Very, very tenacious there. Sends it in. 1-0 Lewis Jr. on the 9th minute.
I must apologize to Naufal Ilham because he was the marauding right back who did that cross. They mentioned earlier it was Khairul Amri with the assist, but in fact Khairul Amri laid it off to the right back who had acres of space. And what a beautiful cross that in to his target man Lewis Jr. Geylang United on the back foot since the kickoff of this match here. They do, however, have a free kick quite deep in their own territory.
Right now, Jairo Shiran there, standing over the ball, the goalkeeper. Does he go long? Looks like he goes into midfield with his ball. Barry Maguire there pushed off the ball. Furhan Rauf sends it to Azri Swahili. Those are the two players who incidentally are here representing Gaelang International. What a great set of passing! Oh! Van Huysen there, I believe. Finds the top corner in traffic. Chris Van Huysen with a peach of a goal. Beautiful. He's celebrating. He deserves it. Really precise there from Chris Van Huysen and Gaelang International.
That was fire, absolute fire flight by Chris Van Huysen, collecting the ball on that left flank and then playing the 1-2 there with his teammate, skipping past two defenders. And look at that shot off the underside of the crossbar into the back of the net. What an equalizer this is, and what a quick response this has been by Gaelang Internationals. One apiece right now for both these two teams. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, only the winner of this match will go through to the next stage to join the Young Lions in the semi-finals of the eSPL.
Fine margins right now here for both teams. Let's just remind you how fine these margins are. In fact, on goal difference, they were exactly the same at the start. Not to mention the same points. But right now, nothing is separating them. But if it stays this way, which it won't, most definitely, look at that attack from Gaelang. Counter-attack opportunity here. The danger man, Rio Nishiguchi, checked his run a little bit. Could there be a mistake? Oh, a header there could have easily been the second. How could this not have ended in the back of the net? Great work by Rio Nishiguchi once again, calling for the ball. Header just off target, not quite accurate enough from Khairul Amri.
Khairul Amri there, the run he made was great to just peel away from his marker there and finding himself totally unmarked in that 6-yard box, but he just can't direct that header towards goal. That was a gilt-edged chance for one of the most experienced players in Tanjung Pagar's team here. Could have been 2 goals. To have been 2 goals to 1 the scoreline in favor of Tanjung Pagar, but it's not to be.
Will it prove critical? Usually these things have a way of evening themselves out depending on who plays better, but you never know. These chances could make a whole lot more difference depending on what happens here though. Khairul Amri again with an opportunity. Khairul Amri tries to squeeze it under the body of the goalkeeper. Great defending there, well aware by Gaelang International. Gaelang International pushing forward here. What a through ball there to this side for Chris Van Huysen to chase down. Chris Van Huysen looking for space. Plays in Barry Maguire. Azri Swahili to Chris Van Huysen again. Barreling his way through there. But manages to be cleared there by Tanjung Pagar United. In fact, it is a goal kick for them.
You know what he reminded me of in his green attire? It looked like the Incredible Hulk right there, coming in from that left wing and just shouldering 3-4 defenders out of the way. Here comes Christopher Van Huysen himself again. He's going to act as a playmaker, but what a block that is by Shakir Hamza again! Shakir Hamza, the left back, coming in to make 2 blocks in a row for Tanjung Pagar United. Excellent defending there by Shakir Hamzah. One on the line, two right there. And that is amazing defensive play by Tanjung Pagar United.
Standing with the ball, Christopher Van Huysen again sends it in, goes to the far post. Opportunity here, headed down.
Oh!
Well worked there. Nice cushion header down. Snap shot by Barry Maguire, I believe, but well defended by Tanjung Pagar United. Barry Maguire there with the throw in. Amy Reka just gives the ball needlessly away. Chase down here. Lewis Jr. with the ball. Sends a searching one for Cairo Amri. Cairo Amri with the opportunity. Checks back instead of going forward. I don't think that was the right pass there. Not what he intended. At half-time, it is 1-1 for Tanjung Pagar United and Gaelang International. Scorers are Lewis Jr. on the 9th minute and Christopher Van Huysen on the 17th.
What a first half this has been. This has been the half of Group B. We've already gone through 5.5 matches right now for Group B of the eSPL, but this has been the match of the group so far, where at least the first half has been. Chances coming in thick and fast for both of these two teams. Quite honestly, both of them had the same number of chances to go ahead, but in the end, scoreline as they come out of the tunnel for the second half is still 1-1, and quite honestly, I believe all four players of the game right now do understand what's at stake, and that's why they are definitely not making any stops whatsoever in their quest to qualify to the semi-finals of the eSPL.
This year you see an example of a great long shot from outside the box. Goalkeeper well away, one-handed flying save there, keeping the parity 1-0. Julian Tan stands over it for the Jaguars. Looks to the far post, headed down. Barry Maguire can take it away. Barry Maguire has a runner on this left side. Chris Van Huysen, does he have the legs to get there? Not quite. Dalvinder Singh there, defends well. Now foul Ilham here. Nice through ball, Cairo Amri, poacher. Oh, he almost chips in such impudence. But unfortunate for him, he just couldn't quite get it on target. The thought was right. The execution just slightly flawed.
That was the second time in this match alone that Cairo Amri has hit the crossbar. A huge attempt on the first half that just rattled the stanchion in the first half. And this second half here, a beautifully delightful chip by Cairo Amri, again hitting the crossbar. No luck for him. I remember he had one huge opportunity to score early on, but another chip this time goes well off target. Tanjung Pagar United getting huge chances to get a hit in the game here. Lewis Jr. has already scored one, but that was an awful finish. He had the creativity though, but still what matters is that he didn't score from that. Still one apiece here for both these two teams. What an exciting match we have right now here, Maurice.
Ultimately there, Lewis Jr. deserved this chance. He won the ball back initially, and what a run from him. He tried to chip the goalkeeper at the end, but that I think was the only thing that he did wrong. But doing that wrong ends up as not, because right now it is still 1-0. Can Gaelang make him pay for his profligacy? Right now, great work there by Gaelang. Needs to clear it. That's good work by the defender. Took his time, took a moment to realize the danger was around him before he kicks it out, not just smacking it needlessly away. Tanjung Pagar, Lewis Jr. here pressing forward. Raihan Rahman joins him. He has Lewis Jr. in support. Does he find him? Tries here. Lewis Jr. strikes the woodwork one more time. But finally, he manages to get it in. His just desserts. Lewis Jr. has been playing absolutely fantastically so far. He had so many opportunities. He's doing it single-handedly. He's carrying his team right now. Lewis Jr. winning back the possession, pushing forward, taking shots, and you know what? Lady luck. Fortune shines upon those who try, and he definitely tried, and there was his reward.
You saw that at the bottom right of your screen there. Muhammad Rushaidi as well as Prakash Raj just celebrating that goal there. And who will blame them? 3 times the ball has hit the crossbar. Twice from Cairo Amri and once by Lewis Jr. But in the end, Lewis Jr. gets his second goal of the game here. The third goal to his name in the eSPL group stages. Fantastic finish by the Brazilian and making it 2-1. Now, can Geylang International score the equalizer? There's still a bit of time. It's still only the 78th minute, so plenty of action to go in this match here.
Luis Jr. there, one thing that you must give him massive credit for is not switching off after his ball hit the woodwork. But this will be another great goal. What a through pass there, celebrating in the bottom left corner. You see Azmi Suhaili and Furhan. Yes, that was hot. What a through pass there for Barry Maguire. This time Barry Maguire does not make a mistake. Straight arrow into the top left corner.
Beautiful response by Geylang International players, Furkan Rauf and Azri Suhaili at the bottom left of your screen there. 2 goals down. Every time they got a goal down, they clawed their way back up into contention. Barry Maguire, he had 2 chances in the first and second games, but now in the third game, third time's a charm for Barry Maguire, and he is not going to let that chance go away. The Dutch playmaker there, making it the second goal for Geylang International. What a firecracker of a match we have right now, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, only one of these teams will qualify to the semi-finals of the eSPL to join Young Lions as the 2 teams from Group B. Will it be Tanjong Pagar or will it be Geylang International? There's only about 10 minutes left of in-game time remaining to see who does that.
Not giving up the ghost again is Tanjong Pagar, trying to send one in. He whips it, but no one can get onto the end of that cross. Maybe, just maybe, they may be celebrating a little bit too early there, Tanjong Pagar United. As many coaches will tell you, the worst time to celebrate is after a goal, because then you just switch off. So looks like an opportunity here. Maybe the last last real one. It's a yellow card, the first one of the game so far, I think, and quite deservedly so. I think it's given to Furhan. Furhan there with a sheepish smile in the bottom left corner there. You see the player cap.
That was nowhere close.
Yeah, it's nowhere close. He just sides down the player. He tries to protest his innocence even in real life, but he knows that that was a clear yellow card. Anyone would have given that one. Will this be the last opportunity for Tanjong Pagar? Oh, it falls nicely! Tanjong Pagar in the added time there! What a goal! And it is that man, time and time again. You guys know, you've heard his name being called. This time he sends it. Wild rapture, you see that from the fans. He goes and hugs it out with his fans. His adoring public right there. Rio Nishiguchi in the 90 plus 1 minute. There are 3 minutes to go in this added time. Can Rio Nishiguchi's goal prove to be the difference? His control here absolutely fantastic. And his awareness to just take the time and smack it past the goalkeeper. Rio Nishiguchi, always a danger man. This time, he was to Gaelang International.
I believe that really could be the match winner here, the game winner for Tanjong Pagar United. There's only 3 minutes on the scoreboard here. Can Gaelang International get an unlikely comeback here in the last few minutes of the match? No, it is not. Rio Nishiguchi makes sure that Tanjong Pagar United will join the Young Lions into the semi-finals of the eSPL as the 2 representatives of Group B. And what a win, what a match this has been, Muiz. Every time Tanjong Pagar United scored a goal, Geylang International found a way to equalize the proceedings here. But in the end, in the 90th minute, it is the Japanese marksman, Rio Nishiguchi. And, well, you can't blame Tanjong Pagar United. They've hit the crossbar at least 3 times, if not more than that, in this match alone. They've been knocking on the doors of Geylang International, who, credit to them, have tried to keep the Tanjong Pagar United Jaguars at bay, but it was not to be for them. In the end, there can only be one winner, as we've said all match long, and it is Tanjong Pagar United.
Sometimes deciders tend to fizzle out and become one-sided affairs. This was definitely not one of them. It was all the way to the end. End-to-end stuff. Yeah, 3-2 was the scoreline, but we had to wait all the way till added time to get the deciding goal from Rio Nishiguchi here. But what a breathtaking affair this has proven to be. 3-2, and by virtue of that, Tanjung Pagar takes their place alongside the Young Lions as the Group B representatives in the semi-finals. Great work from both teams, but unfortunately, as my compatriot Siddiq has said, only one will prevail, and that team is Tanjung Pagar United. So great stuff there. That match was truly deserving of being a decider. Gaelang International versus Tanjung Pagar. They have given us everything we would expect from a match. Drama, late goals, even bookings there. Everything that you could possibly want. Maybe perhaps not a red card, but nobody wants a red card in a match anyway. So I think deservedly Tanjung Pagar, all kudos to them. They are into the semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this has been a fantastic performance by Tanjung Pagar. Remember, they did lose the first match to Hogan United, 1-0, but they managed to forge a comeback, first beating the Young Lions 2-1, the only team in Group B to have beaten the Young Lions, and now disposing of Geylang International 3-2. I think this has been a fantastic performance by Tanjung Pagar United. So they will join the Young Lions as Group B representatives in the semi-finals of the eSPL. But before that, let's go back to our host here, Amy, and going back to you. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.
So there we have it. The semi-finals are set. All you have to do is to stay tuned this Saturday for that round of games. Of course, we also have the women's semi-finals. Do follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Like, subscribe, and comment. Of course, share with all your friends as well, because we love the eSPL and we want more fans to get involved in the game. See you guys.